This is the inner sphere. Thousands of planets colonized by humankind. Once it was united under the Star League. But for the last 300 years, it has been consumed by savage wars. Until a new enemy appeared. Mysterious invaders known as the clans. Powerful and ruthless, they struck like lightning, attacking every sector at once. But they made one big mistake. They attacked my home planet!
The Battletech The Animated series is one of those shows that tends to get brushed aside, remembered, if at all, as a half-forgotten 90s oddity with dated CGI and toy tie-ins. But if you actually sit down and watch it, you start to realize it deserves a lot more credit than it gets. Because for a series adapting a very deep and complicated science fiction universe, it handles its world building with a surprising amount of grace. The story begins on the quiet world of Somerset, one of those frontier planets that never expected to see the horrors of galactic war again. And then the clans arrive. They don't just invade, they overwhelm. In a few brutal minutes, it's clear that the inner sphere is facing an enemy it doesn't understand. Adam Steiner and his team aren't there when it happens. They learn about it from afar. But that distance actually helps set the tone. Through intercepted transmissions and fragments of reports, we get a sense of confusion, disbelief, and a dawning realization that the rules of war have changed. And that's the show's real strength. It doesn't rely on exposition dumps. When Nikolai Kerensky speaks to the conquered people of Somerset, he casually references castes, honor, and bloodlines. And in those few words, we understand the entire mindset of the clans. It's an alien culture, but it's presented in a way that feels organic, even believable. Likewise, the political structure of the inner sphere is never spelled out. Katrina Steiner simply introduces herself as Archon, and in that single, confident word, the audience learns everything they need to know about monarchy and hierarchy in this universe. It's smart storytelling. It assumes the viewer can infer meaning, that they can connect dots without a lecture. And in doing so, it manages to capture the texture of the Battletech setting without ever feeling bogged down by it. Underneath this Saturday morning cartoon, you can see real ambition, a genuine attempt to explore themes of duty, identity, and change within a believable, lived-in universe. Battletech The Animated series didn't need to be this thoughtful. It could have been just another Saturday morning commercial. Instead, it trusted its audience to keep up. And for that alone, it deserves the second look.